Yes, people, and welcome back to another video on the Bridge YouTube channel where we bring you all things Chelsea. I'm your host with the most, the Bridge T58, here to give you the latest Chelsea transfer news. Here we go. So let's talk about the big news, which is just breaking right now, which is on Mikel Olise. So Olise is just been revealed right now by Fabrice Hawkins, who's a reporter, very reliable reporter from France, who writes for RMC Sport as well. He's reported that Chelsea have offered just less than 45 million euros to, I believe, Mikel Olise. And apparently the player is seduced and wants to join Chelsea Football Club. He has also agreed personal terms with Chelsea Football Club, and it's apparently quite a lucrative deal as well. And essentially, obviously, as we know, Mikel Olise picked up her injury, a hamstring tear, if I'm not mistaken, in the Under-21s World Cup, and he's going to be out for 3 months, and that was currently, if I'm not mistaken, in June. So July, August, September, that's when he should be around about back. Should be back in September, which is, game week 5, game week 4, 5 or 6-ish. That's when he should be back, and ready to play for the football club. So that's Mikel Olise for you right there. And yeah, man, let's go into, Mikel Olise. In my opinion, he's a very good player, been playing really well at Crystal Palace, a great side alongside Eze, Edouard in the strike force. Obviously, you had Zaha on the left-hand side as well. That was a really great and strong attacking force in general. Olise is a very good player, very versatile player, had a really good loan spell before he went to Crystal Palace, actually, at Reading Football Club as well. So again, it's an interesting signing to see. He's Premier League proven. He's very young. He's a very talented guy, and we know again with Pochettino, he knows how to bring out the best out of these young, up and coming, talented players as well. So for me, again, I'm interested to see what's going on there, because obviously, we obviously got Angelo Gabriel on the left, on the right. Sorry, you got Noni Madueke on the right as well. You got him. Mikel Olise there. Then you got Diego Morero. So you really got. So you're almost overstockpiled on the right wing position. But I'm pretty sure Morero is probably going to go out on loan. We've been hearing rumours about Angel Gabriel going out on loan to Strasbourg. That's something that's been talked about quite a lot in general. But again, considering how it's been playing in pre-season, does the club want to do that? It's a fair question to ask, but he's been playing really well. If he does even better in when he's playing against Newcastle, then Fulham, then Dortmund, and when he comes on, then you got to ask yourself some big questions. There's big questions to be asked there, in my opinion. But listen, Olise, man, is prem proven. He can do it in the Premier League. He's got a high ceiling. He's talented. In my eyes, man, you can't say no to Olise, bro. You just cannot say no to Mikel Olise, honestly, because I just think, for me, in my eyes, that when you look at a guy like Olise, the talent, the strength, the drive, he can do all. Can take on his man, can beat his man, knows how to get a good cross in. He's very good from free kicks. Obviously, the big one where he was able to equalise with Man United at home is one that just comes to mind when it comes to free kicks from Mikel Olise. I'll make sure to do a player profile on him as well for the people to obviously see and read. But it does bring up a question. Obviously, we've been linked with Olise, we've been linked with Kudus, which I'll speak about just a bit later, and we've been also linked with Turkey. For me, are we going to be getting all three? Not really. But maybe, does it look like we get two? I could make an argument that you could get two. Maybe one of them is the backup number 10 to Nkuku, then someone's a backup or like someone that's going to be competing with Madueke for the right wing position, which would make sense as well. So maybe you bring in a Kudus to be the right wing, fighter, and then you have Olise who was able to play in the cam position when he was at Reading as the number 10. So again, it's a bit interesting to see. We've got to find out, where this is all going, in my eyes. But again, listen, Mikel Olise is looking like it's getting done. I wouldn't be surprised, because the fact that already a bid has been confirmed, past terms have already been agreed, it wouldn't surprise me though if that a deal was virtually almost done or very close to being done, in my eyes. Obviously, Fabrizio is keeping coy about, and he's also stating something about a 35 million release clause. But if that was the case, Chelsea are then doing a similar situation to what we did with Nicholas Jackson, where we overpaid for the above the release clause for to Crystal Palace, and now they're going to be getting a bit more money, but Chelsea can then again restructure the deal just the way they like to, just as they did with Villarreal as well. But again, I think for me, moving on, it does make me kind of annoyed because Chelsea are currently working backwards. If you think about it, we should really be getting the Caicedo deal done. We should be getting our midfield done because that's really the main priority. Priority numero uno. Yes, this is a priority as well, but we should be, in my opinion, we should be really getting that Caicedo deal done. Be getting the midfield done. If we need to bring in a backup, we can obviously bring in a backup if it needed be. But it's just annoying me the fact that we can get these right wingers done, we can get it seems that we're getting Olise done, we can get other deals done, but for some reason we cannot get the big deal, the deal that we need to get done, which is the midfield, because that's the thing that's been making us suffer. Like if you really look at the game, like again yesterday against Brighton, what was the thing that was hurting us? The midfield, because Andre Santos was doing as much as he could, but he was next to Gallagher, someone that is not as good and not as technical, and it was just not working, not gelling quite well. And Brighton were literally just crucifying us, via the midfield. So we need to do a better job there. We need to make sure we invest in that. That's just the thoughts and opinions of Moahe, but we need to get that done honestly. And then obviously there's the goalkeeper situation. We've not had a pipsqueak at all, in my opinion, on that situation. We don't know. Are we going for a number 2? Are we going for a number 1 to compete with him? Like, I don't know what's going on there. Like, we should be really, again, trying to get some of this stuff sold. I think clarity is the key word, because when you're hearing Olise, oh, we bid this, we've got a person who's going to agree. Listen, I love Olise. I would love him at the football club. That is not really for me. The transfer is not the concern. The problem is, why are we doing that transfer before the other one? You get what I mean? The priority, we should be doing the priority one first and then going to him next. But obviously we can do 2 deals at the same time. But when Caicedo has been taking more than 1 month, it gets rather annoying, because that position needs to be filled, needs to be fixed. And then you've got a goalkeeper situation where it also needs to be really, in my opinion, fixed too, because Kepa is not good enough. So, I know I might be sounding a bit annoyed, a bit angry slightly, even though we were close to signing a very good player. Don't get me wrong, he's a good player, he's a top player, but it just annoys me because I want us to also solve the main issue, which is the midfield situation. So that's all it is, honestly. That is all it is. But let's move on quickly to what I would like to talk about quickly, which is on Kudus quickly. Kudus obviously is another one. Ornstein reported that we're close to agreeing personal terms with him, and we've informed Ajax that we want to buy him too. So again, with Kudus, it seems that he's also someone that we're trying to buy as well. So are we buying 2? Is it gonna probably be 1? You never know. It might more than likely just be one of Kudus or Olise. But the fact we've already bidded for Olise tends to make me think that we might be looking at 2 players to be bringing in, where we bring in Olise as the number 10 backup to Nkuku. You then bring in the right wing replacement, or the right wing, someone that's going to be fine alongside Noni Madueke for the right wing in Kudus, particularly the fact that we all know that Noni Madueke has only played 3 90-minute matches. He's obviously got a bit of this muscle injury thing. He's known to be slightly injury prone. Bringing in another top talent that's similar to his level, if not more, and Mohamed Kudus could also be a viable factor by the football club to be protecting themselves in case Madueke sadly becomes a dud, which I don't want it to happen, because I'm a big fan of Madueke in general. I've raved about him on the channel, so I don't want that to be happening. But that could also be another reason why he's got a very good goal scoring record in the Eredivisie. He's scored actually, I think, a goal in the Europa League when they were in that competition. So again, he's a good player. He's a top player. At the end of the day, man, whatever happens with Kudus, it's going to be happening, and we'll see if we get both of them or not. But again, I think that's pretty much on the incomers. In terms of really the outgoing situation, all that we know so far is Cho. Apparently, there's been Lazio are in advanced talks for Callum Hudson-Odoi. Obviously, I'm surprised that Lazio have finally decided to get their money out of the pocket, but it's saying that they're trying to do it like a loan of an obligation to buy. But last time I checked, I swear Hudson-Odoi was in his final year of his contract, unless there's like another year option that he will have to take in order for the transfer to take place that I'm not aware of. Then that is the only thing I can think of really when it comes to CHO, aka Callum Hudson-Odoi. So I'm quite interested. There's also some stuff about Fulham that Nizar Cancela has also reported that they're still in pole position to go and get him. So it seems like to me there's like a dogfight between both Lazio and Fulham. Obviously, with Fulham losing Manuel Solomon, who's gone to Tottenham on a free, it might be a fact of that, they might be able to just pay a bit more money. Obviously, we've seen that they've already bought someone like a Salisu, I forgot the other guy, Calvin Batty from Ajax, and they obviously just brought the striker from Wolves, Jimenez. So it's interesting to see. Maybe Fulham will be able to pipsqueak Lazio. Obviously, with the Italian clubs, they don't have that much money compared to the Premier League clubs, so they can probably offer more. And maybe if he wants to stay in London, literally Fulham, the stadium is not that far from where Chelsea is. Quite literally, like it's like a one main road away from each other. Honestly, if you're being honest, like literally just go past that road, Fulham Road, up to Warrior Road. Take that one road straight that will take you all the way to Putney, take a right, and then just a bit more further in, and then bang, you're at Craven Cottage. So it's not really, honestly, it's not really that far. So again, we'll see what happens with him. But that is the video, guys. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Again, like and subscribe on the YouTube channel, and remember to always stay blue.